Hello everyone. Last time we have explained about the first point from the topic endomembrane system, that is endoplasmic reticulum. Now today we are going to explain the second component of the endomembrane system, that is Golgi complex. The Golgi complex is supposed to be originated from the endoplasmic reticulum because of presence of its structural similarities or the position in the cytoplasm of the cells. They are a system of roughly parallel interconnecting flattened sacs or the cisternae situated close to the endoplasmic reticulum or just outside to the endoplasmic reticulum, but physiologically separate from them. So they are having physiological difference. Endoplasmic reticulum and Golgi complexes, even though they are having structural or morphological similarities, but they are differing physiologically or functionally from the endoplasmic reticulum. Golgi complex was first discovered by Camillo Golgi, an Italian neurologist, in 1898, and who named it as a natural reticular apparatus. Various names have been given to this organelle by various workers. Baker in 1951 and 1953 referred to the Golgi complex as a lipochondria because of the presumed or possessing majority of the lipid contents in the cavity of the network of Golgi complexes. Structures similar to the Golgi complex have been found in plants. The structures similar to Golgi complex are also found among the plants, and botanists refer them as dictyosomes. The term Golgi complex has been preferred because of the following reasons. Electron microscopy demonstrates fairly discrete groups of the laminar units similar to the endoplasmic reticulum. Peroncito had earlier established a definite use for the dictyosomes. Each dictyosome appears to function in a membrane building product, synthesis and assembly, and in the evolution of products as an individual organelle. Each dictyosome appears to function in a membrane building product, synthesis and assembly, and in the evolution of products as an individual organelle. Now we'll explain the morphology of the Golgi complex. The shape of the Golgi is quite variable in a somatic animal cells. Even in the same cell, there is a variation with the functional stages. In some cases, it occurs as a dense or a compact reticulum of anastomizing trabeculae, while in others as an irregular lenistrated plaque or hollow spheres united together. In a nerve cells, it occurs as a reticulum of wide meshes around the nucleus. The size of the Golgi is also variable. It is small in a muscle cells but quite large in a nerve cells and the gland cells because of their higher rate of metabolism. So similar to the endoplasmic reticulum, the Golgi bodies or the amount of Golgi bodies or the size of the Golgi bodies is also more in the cells which are actively engaged in the metabolism or with a higher rate of metabolism, ultimately having the large sized Golgi bodies similar to the endoplasmic reticulum. And this is also found that the Golgi bodies are smaller in size in the muscle cells and are quite large in size in the nerve cells and the gland cells, which are having higher rate of metabolism or the activities or the physiological activities uh, in the nerve cells and the gland cells. The number of Golgi apparatus or number of Golgi complex or number of Golgi bodies per cell is also variable. Some cells have a single Golgi apparatus. Some cells have a single Golgi apparatus. Other cells with dispersed Golgi apparatus may have hundreds of the Golgi bodies in the cell. Some glandular cells have only a single apparatus but of appreciable extent or the size. Even though there is a single Golgi bodies, but the size of the Golgi complex or the body is much larger in size, even though they are occurring in the glandular cells with a higher rate of metabolism. The position of Golgi is also fixed for each cell type. In ectodermal cells, the Golgi is polarized. In ectodermal cells, the Golgi is polarized, means situated at one end and is present between the nucleus and the periphery of the cell. In the secondary exocrine gland, it is found between the nucleus and the excretory pore. In the endocrine gland cells, its polarity is variable except in thyroid, where it is found in the center of the thyroid follicle. So this is what about the morphology of the or morphological features of the Golgi bodies. Then regarding structure of Golgi complex. The structure of Golgi complex proposed by Dalton and Felix in 1954, they described the Golgi complex in the epididymis of the rat as consisting of three components in the form of flattened sacs or the cisternae, then large vacuoles and the small granules or the vesicles. So similar to the structure of endoplasmic reticulum, the Golgi complex is also having three components such as cisternae or lamellae or the flattened sacs with the dilated ends, then large vacuoles and the small vesicles or the granules. These are all membranous structures. These are all the membrane bound structures and are characterized by the absence of ribosomes. So, the membranes of the three components of the Golgi complex are similar to the wall of or the membranes of smooth endoplasmic reticulum lacking ribosomes, and they are with smooth membranes. Morphologically, Golgi complex lies between the endoplasmic reticulum and the plasma membrane. Morphologically, Golgi complex lies between the endoplasmic reticulum and the plasma membrane. We know the endoplasmic reticulum is situated just outside to the nuclear membrane in the cytoplasm. So next to the endoplasmic reticulum, that is at first in a close contact with the nuclear membrane, there is a rough endoplasmic reticulum, then follows a smooth endoplasmic reticulum, then follows the tubules or the vesicles of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum or endoplasmic reticulum, and then then there is a Golgi complex. Again, the Golgi complex is again in the form of the flattened sacs or the cisternae at first with a cis or the forming phase, then a parallel stack of the flattened sacs or the cisternae of the Golgi complex, that is about 4 to 6 or 4 to 5 in number, and then again follows the large vacuoles and the vesicles or the granules close to the plasma membrane. So this is what the sequence of the position of the endoplasmic reticulum and the Golgi complex in the cytoplasm. So morphologically, Golgi complex lies between the ER, endoplasmic reticulum, and the plasma membrane. the three membranes being linked, the three membranes being linked by transitional structures by the secretory granules. The three membranes, that is cisternae or flattened sacs, then vacuoles, and the vesicles or the granules. So the three membranes being linked by transitional structures by three membranes means uh, endoplasmic reticulum, then Golgi bodies, and the plasma membrane. These are three membranes, the three membranes of the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, and the plasma membrane are being linked by transitional structures such as either vacuoles or the vesicles or the granules, which are the uh, uh, secondary structures or the components of either ER or the Golgi complex. So, the three membranes being linked by transitional structures and by secretory granules. Secretory granules which are enclosing the products which are synthesized either in the rough endoplasmic reticulum or a smooth endoplasmic reticulum or the Golgi bodies itself. So, these vesicles slowly uh, transferred or moves towards the periphery of the cytoplasm or towards the plasma membrane for the its discharge or its release from the respective cell. This suggests that the Golgi complex membrane, this suggests that the Golgi complex membrane is an intermediate state. This suggests that the Golgi complex membrane is in the intermediate state of differentiation between ER membrane and the plasma membrane. So, the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, and the plasma membrane. So, this is what the sequence or the position of the three components or the three membranes of the ER, Golgi bodies, and the plasma membrane of the cell with respect to its position from inside to the outside. And this suggesting that the Golgi complex membrane is the intermediate in the intermediate state of the differentiation between ER and the plasma membrane. Generally, it consists of 60% of lipids and 40% of the proteins. Generally, it consists of 60% of the lipids and 40% of the proteins. Some proteins being common to those of ER, very low level of the RNA, DNA, and the polysaccharides has been noted in some Golgi functions. The endoplasmic reticulum, membrane, and the plasma membrane, endoplasmic reticulum membrane and the plasma membrane are having much of the difference, and the membranes of the Golgi bodies are at the intermediate state of its differentiation. Generally, the Golgi bodies consisting of 60% of the lipids and 40% of the proteins. Some proteins are common with the proteins which are found in the endoplasmic reticulum that are also occurring in the space or the cavities of the Golgi bodies or Golgi complex. And it contains very low level of RNA, DNA, and the polysaccharides or the carbohydrates in the Golgi apparatus. The natural lipid fractions are mainly cholesterol, cholesterol esters, and the triglycerides. The natural lipid fractions or components, the natural lipid components or the fractions are mainly cholesterol, cholesterol esters, and triglycerides. The enzyme in a Golgi fraction, the enzyme in a Golgi fractions are thymine pyrophosphatase and glycosyl transferase. The enzymes found in a Golgi fractions. Golgi fractions means either in the cisternae or flattened sacs, or maybe stored in the vacuoles which are much larger in size, and can also occurring in the secretory vesicles, may be called as granules or a secretory granules containing the enzymes such as thymine pyrophosphatase and glycosyl transferase. So this is the figure showing ultrastructure of the Golgi complex. So Golgi complex is composed of a stack of 4 to 5 flattened sacs or the cisternae having dilated ends. Then these are called as a cisternae. Then it also possessing another two type of components, that is a large vacuoles, and thirdly the secretory vesicles or the secretory granules. So these are the three components found in the structure or structural component of the Golgi complex. So in figure we can see the transitional vesicles, sacules. These are the structures which are derived from the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So along the forming space, along the forming phase or the cis phase of the Golgi complex, because the position of the Golgi complex is just next to the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So at first there is a nuclear membrane, then just outside to the nuclear membrane there are cisternae or lamellae of the rough endoplasmic reticulum possessing granular membrane or the surface of the rough endoplasmic reticulum containing ribosomes. Then follows the similar flattened sacs or the lamellae representing cisternae of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Then follows the transition vesicles. Then follows the tubules and the transition vesicles of the endoplasmic reticulum. So it is supposed that the transition vesicles which are derived from the smooth endoplasmic reticulum that rejoin to form a cisternae or the flattened sacs of the Golgi complex, and this is because because of the structural similarities, that is membrane of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum and the membrane of cisternae or the flattened sacs of the Golgi complex are same, having similar structure. So flattened sacs or the membranes, ER membrane and the Golgi membranes are quite similar in its composition or the structure, and thus it is supposed that the transitional vesicles which are situated just outside to the smooth endoplasmic reticulum supposed to rejoin to form a cisternae or the flattened sacs of the Golgi complex in the form of 4 to 5 cisternae or the parallel stack, 4 to 5 cisternae or the flattened sacs which are stacked similar to the ER endoplasmic reticulum. So structurally the net lamellae or the cisternae or the flattened sacs of the Golgi complex are similar to the endoplasmic reticulum, but having a dilated portions at the free ends of the cisternae. So along the cis phase or a forming phase of the Golgi complex just outside to the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So number of transition vesicles or sacules or the tubules of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum rejoin to form the flattened sacs or the cisternae of the Golgi complex, and Golgi complex again consisting of a parallel stack of the 4 to 5 cisternae. Then it also possesses large sized vacuoles which will also enclose the substances or the products which are derived either by rough endoplasmic reticulum or smooth endoplasmic reticulum or the Golgi complex itself. So the cavities of the cisternae of the Golgi complex or the cavities of the vacuoles or the vesicles that are containing different substances or the either proteins, enzymes, lipids or carbohydrates, whatever are produced in the rough endoplasmic reticulum, then smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and then in a Golgi complex which are enclosed or bound or stored into the large sized vesicles or vacuoles or the cisternae of the Golgi complex. So, in the structure of Golgi complex, we can see the lower one representing the structures in a lower side of the figure. You can see transitional vesicles, sacules, and these are the uh, round vesicles, transition vesicles, or sacules, or the tubules, which are uh, the products or the structures in communication with the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So, this is the cis phase or the forming phase of the Golgi complex. Then these transitional vesicles or the sacules, which supposed to rejoin to form a cisternae or the flattened sac, which are arranged in a parallel fashion similar to the ER cisternae, and these are the stack of 4 to 5 number of cisternae found in the Golgi complex. Then above which these are the cisternae or the flattened sacs. Again, these are forming the large sized vacuoles or the vesicles or the granules enclosing the substances or the products produced in the ER or in the Golgi complex, but are derived from the cisternae of the Golgi complex. So, these are simply budded up or the pinched up from the dilated part or the portion of the cisternae of the Golgi complex, and which are then moving or transported towards the periphery of the cytoplasm or towards the plasma membrane, and this is the maturing phase or trans phase of the Golgi complex. So, in the diagram we can see the cisternae or a parallel stack of cisternae or flattened sacs with the dilated ends representing cisternae, then intercisternal intra or intercisternal space, and enclosing the products produced by the Golgi complex itself, or may the products produced by uh, rough or smooth endoplasmic reticulum that are also transported or found in the cavities of the cisternae of the Golgi complex. So, this is what about the structure of Golgi complex. The cisternae or lamellae are the most constant elements of the Golgi complex. They consist of flattened parallel sacs situated one upon the other to form a stack. The number of cisternae in a stack, the number of cisternae or lamellae in a stack varies from species to species and sometimes from one developmental stage to the another developmental stage of the cell during growth or the cell division. The number of cisternae in a stack, the number of cisternae in a stack is about 4 to 5 in number. The number of cisternae in a stack is about 4 to 5 in most animal and plant cells. In Euglena, the number may go up to 20. There are 20 number of cisternae may present in the Golgi complex of the Euglena, that is protozoan or a flagellate protozoan having Golgi complex with a stack of cisternae with a 20 number. The membrane of cisternae is roughly 70 angstrom unit thick, which encloses a cavity of about 150 angstrom unit wide, whose edges are often dilated. So, cisternae membrane having thickness of 70 angstrom unit and having a space or a cavity of 150 angstrom unit, and at the edges they are often dilated. At the ends of the cisternae they are often dilated. In certain plant cells, the Golgi complex is polarized and has two well-defined phases, that is forming phase and a maturing phase. As already we have explained that the initial portion next to the smooth ER, that is the forming phase, and the phase which is in uh, communication or close contact with the plasma membrane, that is a maturing phase. The forming or proximal phase, is the outer side, while the maturing or distal phase is on the opposite side. It is also possible that a lamellae of the ER bursts off the vesicle. It is also possible that a lamellae of the ER, endoplasmic reticulum, bursts off vesicles, which then become arranged, on the forming phase of the Golgi complex and may be converted into a cisternae or the lamellae of the Golgi by loss of ribosomes. On the other side, a maturing or a secreting phase on the other side, that is the outer side, on the other side is a maturing or secreting phase where the lamella buds off or the cisternae buds off secretory vesicles or the vacuoles. At first there may be vacuoles, then may be secretory vesicles. Thus, new lamellae are formed. On the forming phase. Thus, new lamellae or the cisternae are formed on the forming phase close to the ER, close to the smooth ER, where the lamellae are uh, the new lamellae are formed. The new lamellae or cisternae are formed on the forming phase, and maturing lamellae are lost on the maturing phase. The cisternae lie parallel to each other. The cisternae or flattened sacs of the Golgi stack are arranged parallel. The cisternae or lamellae of the Golgi complex lie parallel to each other and are separated from each other by a space of about 200 to 300 angstrom unit wide space. So thus new lamellae or cisternae are formed. Thus new lamellae or cisternae are formed on the forming phase close to the smooth ER, and maturing lamellae are lost or released on the maturing phase. Maturing lamellae are lost on the maturing phase or transphase. The cisternae lie parallel to each other and are separated from each other by a space of about 200 to 300 angstrom unit. Chemical composition of Golgi complex membrane is intermediate between those of ER and the plasmalemma or the plasma membrane. The chemical composition of the Golgi complex membrane or cavities, the chemical composition of Golgi complex membrane is intermediate between those of ER and the plasma membrane. The membrane at the forming phase of the Golgi complex are similar to endoplasmic reticulum membrane, and those of the maturing phase are similar to the membranes of the plasmalemma or the plasma membrane. The membranes of the Golgi complex are in a dynamic equilibrium. The membranes of the Golgi complex are in a dynamic equilibrium, and they are continuously receive the lamellae through the budding of the vesicles from the ER and losing the membranes through the formation of secretory vesicles at the maturing phase of the Golgi complex. So the membranes of the Golgi complex are dynamic, means continuously changing. They are continuously receiving lamellae or cisternae membranes from budding up of the vesicles of the endoplasmic reticulum and losing its membrane or the lamellae membrane or cisternae membrane through the formation of vesicles or secretory vesicles at maturing phase or outer side of the Golgi complex close to the plasma membrane of the cell. So this is the diagram showing polarity and membrane flow in a Golgi cisternae. Diagram showing polarity and membrane flow in a Golgi cisternae. So in a diagram we can see in the base or in below in the base there is a cisternae of rough endoplasmic reticulum. Cisternae of rough endoplasmic reticulum. There is a RER in the base, means just outside or close to the nuclear membrane in the cytoplasm. There is a rough endoplasmic reticulum or the cisternae or stack of cisternae, interconnected cisternae containing dotted ribosomes on the surface representing RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum, undergoing the process of protein synthesis due to presence of ribosomes. Then second one is again a cisternae with a smooth surface lacking ribosomes called as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Then there are transition vesicles which are budded off or pinched off from the cisternae of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum or a rough endoplasmic reticulum. So cisternae form rough endoplasmic reticulum or cisternae form smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The transition vesicles are pinched off containing the products or the biochemicals in the form of proteins or lipids which are synthesized in the rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum respectively, which are then enclosed in the transitional vesicles, which then pushed towards the periphery of the cytoplasm. Then next to the transition vesicles of the endoplasmic reticulum, there is a forming phase of the Golgi complex. So in diagram you can see just above the transition vesicle there are cisternae or lamellae of the Golgi bodies which are formed by the fusion of the sacules or the tubules or the vesicles of the smooth endoplasmic reticulum having similar membrane composition with the smooth ER and the previous cisternae or the flattened sacs which are situated along the forming phase of the Golgi complex. Means these are transition vesicles or sacules or the sacules or the tubules or transition vesicles which combine to form the cisternae or the flattened sac of the Golgi complex along or at the forming phase. Then next to which there are stack of flattened sacs, 4 to 5 flattened sacs with the dilated ends, and just above which at the maturing phase there are secretory vesicles enclosing variety of chemicals which are derived from either ER or the Golgi complex and thus are called as secretory vesicles. So on other side there are arrows. On other side there are arrows which shows flow of secretory material, passage of secretory material or the passage of substances, passage of substances or the products produced by rough ER, smooth ER or Golgi complex which are passing from inside of the cytoplasm to the outside or interior to the exterior of the cytoplasm or towards the periphery of the cytoplasm, representing the flow of secretory material. So there are arrows, dotted arrows, which represents the sequence or the flow of passage of various components or the various biochemicals or biological compounds which are produced by synthesized by endoplasmic reticulum and the Golgi bodies. So there is a successive flow or the passage of the components, various components, right from rough ER to smooth ER to transition vesicles, then again to the forming phase, then to the maturing phase, again then are transformed into the secretory vesicles or the granules and which are then reaches to the periphery of the cytoplasm and appears to be in a close contact, appears in a close communication or the close contact with the plasma membrane, from where these are exocytosed or these are discharged through the plasma membrane to the outside. So this is the on the right side you can see the dotted arrows representing various structures, that is uh, ER and the Golgi complex, and the flow of secretory material from inside to the outside of the cytoplasm, or from the interior of cytoplasm to the surface of the or periphery of the cytoplasm, so as to discharge them, eliminate them through the plasma membrane. So this is the diagram showing polarity and membrane flow in a Golgi cisternae. So previously we have explained the structure of cisternae or lamellae. So the next is the structure of vesicles. The small vesicles are 400 to 800 angstrom unit diameter. They are intimately associated with the cisternae. They are intimately associated with the cisternae and may show continuity with them, that is attachment with them, indicating that the vesicles or the vacuoles which are derived from, budded off, pinched off from the flattened sacs or the cisternae of the Golgi bodies. So the small vesicles which are derived from the Golgi cisternae with a size of 4 to 800 angstrom unit diameter, they are intimately associated with the cisternae and may show the continuity or communication or the contact with the cisternae of the Golgi complex. The small vesicles arise from the cisternae by budding or pinching off, right? The large vacuoles which are clear and generally lie at the edge of Golgi complexes. The large vacuoles are the clear structures and generally situated at the edges of the cisternae or the flattened sacs of the Golgi complex, and they represent modified and expanded cisternae in which two membranes have become wide and separated, and the vacuolar sac enlarged and the vacuolar space enlarged, and they contain clear material which reduces metallic salts. They contain clear material which reduces metallic salts. So this is what about the morphology and the ultrastructure of the Golgi complex. So today with this we'll stop here, and next time we'll continue with description regarding functions of the Golgi complex. Thank you.